Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing all right and ready to rock and roll for the weekend. Let's see who's come to hang out and chat this morning. Good morning, Pop. How are you? Hello, Miss Janice. I hope you're well. Miss Pinky's in the house. How are you feeling today, dear? Let's see who else has stopped in. Sage. Hello, Sage. Sage getting ready to go to work. Take the day off. Why not? Let's get that up on the screen. Kapow. There it is. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody today? Pop's looking forward to getting him some funky Friday vibes. I'll do my best. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of crappy today, guys. So I'm hoping it gets better. Ooh, all is good there. All right. Fantastic. I was up and ready to roll this morning. Felt pretty good, but now, I'm getting tired again. It's just the exhaustion thing just won't go away. So hopefully it doesn't hinder my plans for today. Of course, that always happens. I plan something and doesn't usually happen all the time. Always something goes the wrong way and things get put on the back burner. Thanks for hanging out last night, guys. I appreciate it. You guys, it was a surprise live, and I said, what the hell, why not? I just wanted to vent about the stupid mini build and the crap materials, but I did get an answer. They are going to refund my money without the return of the product, and they apologize for the inconvenience. I said, yeah, well, that don't help me now, does it? But I'm going to make it work. Hello, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? This is really disappointing when you're trying to, you purchase something and it's got good reviews. I don't know how those people were reviewing, or I just ended up with a bum kit. Who knows? But I think I repaired the issue the best that I could, and we'll just go from there. That's all we can do. I never make plans. They always fall through. Yeah, well, like that does it. Look, household plans. Like I want to get out and get the front porch cleaned up, get the chairs out and the cushions, and crap like that. But then something goes on, and I never make it. See, well, you're dealing with a physical and mental fatigue as well as grief. No wonder you're exhausted. Yeah, that's what it is. And like I said this morning, I felt pretty good actually, and yeah, now I'm starting to kind of like poop out. So the plans might be put, further back on, on the schedule because I might have to go take a nap just to get myself going again. Man, good morning, TARDIS. How are you? I'm tired on your behalf, Laura. Okay, good. I'm glad somebody's going to take on some of it for me. To share the exhaustion. I get tired of carrying the load. But I think it's supposed to be halfway decent today. I hope. Sorry, I missed your live stream. Our insurance company rang and it took for ages. Oh, that's okay. It wasn't planned. I was just irritated and I had time to kill, and I says, all right, let me just go on and do a little vent thing. You know what I mean? and just hang out for a little bit. That's all pretty much it was. And like I said, I sent a strongly worded letter to the company and then had a chat with Amazon, and Amazon understood and issued me a full refund. Give it all to you? No. That wouldn't be fair. I used to say that too. Well, it can't get any worse, but no, it can. It can get worse. So just take what you got and roll with it. Each day is just a new beginning. I love your surprise streams. Oh, Denise, so good. I'm glad. Well, I always check through to see if anybody else is going on, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, nobody's scheduled to go on. I don't see anybody, so I said, hit the live button and just go. Kind of makes up for what I missed when all this crap was going on, and kind of makes up for all of that. The surprise here and there. Yeah, I'm down for going on, a surprise live as long as nobody else is going on. I don't like to tread on anybody else's time. It's a respect thing. Today is Friday, but happy Mother's Day for Sunday. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's right. It's here already. We're going to go and put flowers up at the cemetery for my mother. Seeing it, she didn't make Mother's Day this year. That's okay. We'll still celebrate. Did any of you get the license plate of the truck that ran me over last night? I was busy. Oh my God. I know what you mean. Oh, excuse me. See, I'm yawning. Oh, how rude of me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I tossed and turned all night, even though I woke up feeling not too bad. It's just not a very restful sleep. When I look at my husband, he's out like a light. Doesn't move, nothing. I'm thinking, oh God, I would give anything to be able to sleep like that. It was good as I was already looking for something to watch this morning. Well, here I am. You can watch this. Don't know how great it's going to be, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. Looks like it's going to be a halfway decent day, so hopefully I can get something accomplished. It was so nice to get a lot of stuff accomplished yesterday. My husband was gone. It was just me and the dog, and I got caught up on some housework. Not all of it, but most of it. So that was great. I had an afternoon sleep, and now I'm wide awake at 1:07 a.m. Oh my God. I know you keep such hellish hours, Pinky. – 1:07 in the morning is usually my first run to the bathroom. See, now, you get older, you make a few runs during the night. That's just so lovely. Good people say, well, why don't you use like, a sleep aid or something? I'm afraid to, because then I won't wake up. And if I got to go, then I got a mess. So yeah, that's why I don't take that stuff anymore. I used to take something. The chat just refreshed all on its own just now. Technical difficulties. We're good on this end so far. Thank God. I try not to touch anything so that, nothing goes wonky on me. Were you able to reschedule the interview with the guy with Bigfoot? Not yet. I was going to send him an email tonight and see when he is available again so we can reschedule. I need to get my ass moving on that. Get people filling up the calendar. But everything has been so distracting. And I just want to make sure I'm up for it. Like when I did the interview with Mr. Prism, I wasn't camera ready. So that's why I did Avatar. But I've just got to get back on the horse. You know what I mean? Even though the other side goes, give it time. Well, I'm giving it time. It's just that I want to just get back up and get rocking and rolling again. So yeah, hopefully he'll be available maybe sometime this month. If not, but we will get him on because I want to hear what he's discovered over this last summer and autumn, because he did a lot of work, spoke with a lot of people, and so it's I want to hear the stories. Actually, I did see he posted recently something about the migration through the Adirondacks for the Bigfoot. So that's interesting. They would migrate. I didn't get to watch it yet, so I didn't get to see what the path was. But I just think it's interesting that, of course, it is all forestry. So why wouldn't there be an opportunity for Bigfoot to go roaming through all of the wooded area? Because I've never heard of stories growing up of Bigfoot in that area, but apparently there's a lot of stories out there. Whether there's truth in it or not, who the hell knows? But it's still pretty interesting. Now, I wouldn't even have given it a second thought. But like I said, I told you about the friend of mine and his daughter when they were in the woods and they experienced something strange. And what else could it have been than, the elusive Bigfoot? So I'm still thinking, what is it? Some kind of a bear-like creature. And of course, we just call it Bigfoot because that's what we call it. But who knows what it is? But she definitely saw something that made her shit herself. But yeah, the hunt will go on to see who I'm going to schedule for the next few weeks. This coming Wednesday, I don't have anything lined up yet. But as usual, if I can't fill it in, I'll just do an open mic. Good morning, Noah. How are you? Enjoyed your program the other day. Let's see, I sneak in when I can. I hope Noah's well. Oh, just a side note, Noah. When you get your girl in the room and the camera's going, tell her to be careful that, she doesn't show up so that we don't catch her in her in her undies. She stood up quick. I'm thinking, oh, she wasn't fully dressed, but it was quick. But I don't know if anybody else noticed. I don't think she wants anybody or everybody to see her in her unmentionables. But don't tell her because she'll get embarrassed. Everybody forgets, like, when you got your cameras rolling. Hey, Heather, good morning. Good morning. And the camera has a wide range. So, I mean, my husband, when he'll sneak in, he does it like from a quick side angles and it's out of the camera shot. But a lot of people forget and they cross in front of it or in its wake, and yeah, it catches you. It's just like in the the morning post there. Oh, he's talking. Excuse me, my God. Nah, she wasn't in her undies. It was a light blue top with sweatpants. Oh, it looked like undies. That's how quick it was. All right, good for her. um, I was talking about Alessio the other day, and they were saying how the stuff that's going on with YouTube of people using, AI and the same repetitive stuff and all of that. And I said, well, in the morning shows, I don't go camera live because I'm not. Well, there he is. Yeah, I said his name, and it brought down the heavenly creature. Good morning, Alessio. How are you? Uh, I'm not camera ready in the morning. I mean, my God, I'm sitting here in a nightgown and robe, and hair is all pulled up in a ponytail. People don't want to see that crap. You don't want to scare the audience. You want them to collect. But who knows? It might show up, and you never know. You might find. Say his name, and he will appear. See, I did. I said your name, and poof, I summoned you. Ah, the wonders of magic. You never know. I might show up one morning with my hair in curlers and cold cream on my face, smoking a big cigar. Wouldn't that be a hoot? And it would shock everybody. Oh God. Are you on camera enough? I don't think it's a problem. I hope it's not, because it's ridiculous. A lot of people want to do this kind of thing, but maybe, they don't want people to know their identity, or they're shy, or, so as long as you're not causing any kind of mischief or issue, who cares if you're using an avatar? Or like, well, the avatar I have on there now, that's my face. That's what I look like. It's just that, it's enhanced, by that game there that they play on Facebook. The hair is neater, a little thinner. Summoned from the depths of the pasta pot. Yes, a little pasta. Actually, I had pasta yesterday. 3 cheese penne, um, which was pretty good. So hopefully I don't have any issues with Laura. I have no problem with that, but apparently the AI doing the controls for YouTube flagged this type of content. Yeah, and I mean, I haven't had any issues yet, but I just think it's ridiculous, because a lot of people really don't like the camera. They like doing, the creating, but a lot of people don't like the camera. So, okay. So you use a photograph, or, and if you're not causing any problems, what's the big deal? You know, 3 cheese penne just to stay light. Yeah, that was it. It was just, and I mean, it was made by somebody else. It had, a little bit of tomato in it. It was okay, but it's Wednesday I made pasta Alfredo. It was delightful. I love a good Alfredo sauce. Whatever happened with y'all wrestling? Oh, you didn't catch the wrestling? I was late because something was going on, and I cut the last couple of matches, so I had to do a rewatch on the rest of it. But excitement as always. Those last couple of matches were really quick. Seg got stomped by the king of wieners. Oh my God. The great Roberto. Laura, you're never late. You always arrive at the right time. Well, I missed my match. Apparently, we won. Oh God, I totally forgot what the hell was going on. I don't even think I was in the house. I might have been downstairs. I don't know. And I'm like, oh shit, that's the wrestling. And I hurry up. We're having sausage, chips, and soft fried eggs this evening. Can't wait. Oh, I love a good sausage. Yeah, we won. It was great. Yeah, the Roberto is the new king. Yeah, but that was quick. It was like he delivered the smackdown and hopped over that cage. We've got a place here that makes it's an Italian deli that makes their sausage and stuff homemade. And they have a Sicilian sausage that I just love. Oh my God, I love it. The only thing I found out though with the Sicilian sausage, because I put sausage in my chili, it doesn't taste good with the chili. The seasonings don't pretty much match with the chili seasonings. So it kind of throws it off. So, but I will use it in everything else. So I love it that we can get it homemade like that, instead of store processed crap, which is usually filled with crap. But when you get to, the Italian delis, it's just, love it. See, yeah, that's great. Yeah, great that that you can access. We'll see, Alessio, don't. You'd have fun here. All of the Italian families and all the stuff they make. I mean, some are good, some are on the fence because they cheap out. You know how it is when you run a business. A lot of them cheap out, but we've got some good families here that have some good food. And my husband's not big on Italian food, so it kind of Laura, Italians do it better. I've heard that. Actually, that reminds me of when I was living in Missouri, and my girlfriend and her husband, they were both Italian. And I had somebody that I met out there, and they had asked me a question about, are Italians better lovers? And I looked at her, I started laughing. I said, well, what are you asking me for? I said, I don't know. I've never been with an Italian. I said, go ask my girlfriend. She's the one that's married to the Italian. I just thought that was funny as hell. I don't know. It's a lie, of course. Oh, not according to all the Italians, Alessio. That's kind of funny because we were talking about that the other day. My best friend and I, our kids grew up together, and she always had this dream that my son and her daughter would get married someday. I said, that's never going to happen. It's just like, well, why do you say that? I said, because when you grow up like that together, you think of each other as brother and sister. I said, so it would never happen because they would feel funny. Like, oh, dating your sister would be gross. And of course, she had made that mention in front of her sister one time about my son and her daughter getting married. And her sister goes, well, they can't get married. And she goes, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, because, Laura's son's not Italian. And I'm thinking, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? So, of course, I had to break her balls. I said, well, no, he's better. He's Polish. The look I got, oh my God. I lived with an Italian for 5 years. Believe me, they do it better. Oh, there you go. There you go. Heather just let the secret out of the bag. Oh, is he Italian born and raised in Italy? Yeah, see, I heard they're just very romantic and passionate. So is that the truth, Alessio? Are they very romantic and passionate lovers? And he had red hair. I know that it's funny when they don't usually fit. They don't fit the normal uh, vision that you have for Italians. It's the classic how the dark skin, the dark hair, very macho. So then when I saw the first blonde Italian, I'm thinking, wait a minute, he's blonde. How can he be Italian? I've never seen a blonde Italian. This was a long time ago. So apparently it depends on what region you're born in. Italians possibly. Don't know. I'm not as passionate. Well, it's hard to judge yourself. We'd have to get the skinny from like somebody that's, been hanging out with you, Alessio. He had a big nose. Oh, God. He was well equipped, huh? Heck, I'm 6'3", dark blonde, almost all white, so I don't fit the Italian stereotype. Yeah, see, there you go. No, nobody would know it until you opened your mouth. Like in the 6'3". It's funny when people get like their significant. My husband does not fit what I was after at all. Not at all. I, I, I don't know. That's just the way it happens. I always wanted, the 6 foot plus guy, woodsman, big bulky guy and rugged, and my husband's only 5'7". My husband's got great hands. I was attracted to his hands, strong hands, and my husband was very polite. He was a gentleman, and that was another thing that I was attracted to. And it's very hard to find a guy that is, that polite, and so that was pretty much it. As tall as my 18-year-old, he is 6'3". Yeah, my son's tall. I ended up with a half Irish lad who turned out to be a quarter because his dad was born here in England. Here of an English dad. My husband's a mongrel. The thing was is that where I am is growing up was predominantly Italian. So I actually am surprised I didn't end up with an Italian husband. Almost, but no. But my husband's English, Irish, and German, Dutch. A little bit of everything thrown in there. Good morning, Angelina. How are you? I said they're not big hands. They're just manly hands. And I don't know. Not everybody is attracted to, they're usually it's hair. My husband had great hair too. It should be a standard for every man to be a gentleman. Yes, I agree. I totally agree. A mongrel. He's a little bit of everything. It's just, yeah, you just can't, throw some more stuff in there. As we say, Italian are special. I did date one Italian kid. He was tall. And actually, I don't know why we never ended up together. I was just a happenstance, I guess. But he was very polite. A very nice young man. My father used to heckle him. Oh, my God. And he'd get all, riled up because my father would heckle him. But he was a good guy. Let's see. Good Lord, and you, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I started off good this morning, but now I'm not feeling so hot. But the show must go on. A mixed breed. Oh yeah, my husband's like the Heinz 57 variety. But the family lineage is pretty interesting. We found out my mother-in-law did the family tree crap. That took years, because there was no computers back then, so it was all library work. And I found out he's related to a pretty famous group. My husband's actually related to the royal family. So I said, well, let's get over there, man, and get our castle. Good Lord. Phone's going, it still won't stop going off. It's driving me nuts. Yes, typical for real Southern Italians. They are very touchy. Rest after. I'm gonna probably pass out after the show. It just hit me all of a sudden. I'm still going through the waves of exhaustion. So I'm just I'm catching up on sleep, which is good, but apparently I'm going to need more. I want to room in that castle. You got it. Well, see, my husband is related to, oh God, the hell is it? I'm trying to think of it. It'll come to me. I'm brain dead this morning. But with that connection, he's entitled actually to a title and a castle. So I said, let's get over there. I want, I want to live in a castle. I could see my husband would make a terrible royal. He really would. Poor Sage. How's your back, Sage? Oh my God, you poor thing. Relax as possible, as much as possible. Oh, thank you for the hugs, Pinky. I could use them. We all could use hugs for everybody. So the castles are drafty, hard to maintain. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what the heck, if you get one for free. So I made the biggest joke around here is, we have to go collect our castle. Apparently somebody else has claimed the title, another relative, and is living in the castle at this time. So you got to go over there and tell them, hey, get out. It's mine. Pinky's sharing the love this morning. Hurting pretty good today. Oh, I figured it would be. I did catch Mom, so she didn't fall, though. I pulled a muscle in my back. Yeah. So I'm saying it's just, I know what you're doing. My mother did that a few times where we're trying to transfer her from the chair to the bed, and she just like dropped. And thank God, man, I had the death grip on her. My back wasn't too happy about it, but she didn't fall. Good morning, little miss. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, my brains are all of a scramble this morning. I can't think of who the hell the king was. But it's like a direct line descendant to the royal house, so it's pretty cool. Who's your hubby related to? Was his heir legitimate or not? Yeah, it was. My mother-in-law did all the research. My God, it's not coming to me. It'll come to me after the show's done. But it's a direct descendant to the modern day royals. And it's the Duke of something. I don't remember what the hell the title is, but it's a Duke of something. I'm holding on there, little miss. I'm glad you're doing well. And then he's also on the other side of the family, his relations to Abraham Lincoln and Johnny Appleseed. So I'm thinking, well, that's pretty freaking cool. I never did my family tree because where you have to look, Kings always had Mrs. Henry, both Orland sisters. Yeah. Like I said, when she went digging through, I mean, this was years of research for the family tree, and it's, oh my God. Hey, Julie, good morning. Good morning. Oh, I slept like crap, Julie. I woke up halfway decent, but I slept like crap. But you got a road trip today, don't you? So I hope you slept halfway decent. I'm a small page smurf. Oh, yes. I remember helping her out one time doing that family tree stuff, thinking, oh my God, you're crazy. All this work. I mean, she spent the majority of her time in the library because everything was on microfilm and stuff like that. Oh my God. And you got to go through all the old papers. And nowadays it's easier because it's online. But back then it sucked. And I got like 2 boxes of that stuff in my attic. That was hers, family tree stuff. So it's, oh, geez. On my mother's side, we were related to Ethan Allen and the Parishes, and that goes back to the Knights in England. They have unicorns on their family crests. Ah, nice. My husband's family crest is a wild boar. Actually, the original surname was Wild Boar, and they changed it when they come to the U.S. Oh, short ride then, 45 minutes, not bad. That's good. Me, I never did family tree stuff because my family on either side, very difficult to get information. And I wasn't up for the struggle. My mother's side is a desert people. And then my father, of course, all through Germany and Poland. And of course, all of that stuff during the war in Germany and Poland was destroyed. So it's very difficult to find information. My aunt was way into genealogy in the 70s. I inherited 5. I've got about a couple of boxes. And I have some 2 books that were printed on the family. Oh, geez. It's just way too much. I mean, it's interesting what you find, but my dad has a bear on his crest. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I've only gone through 2 of the boxes so far. I got stuck in taking care of mom and didn't have time to check it all out. Yeah, it takes a long time. And then, of course, you have to put all that stuff together, and oh my God, it's just really a tremendous amount of work. But if you're really into that, then you'll have a ball. And like I said, it's so much easier nowadays because it's all on the internet instead of going to spend days and weeks in a library looking up all of that stuff and writing letters. She wrote letters, across the country and across into the UK to find out family history. My father's last name changed. They all changed their names when they come to the United States. Good morning, Marie. How are you? The only thing they changed with my father's name, they changed the spelling of the name. Why, I don't understand, but they did. Same name, just different spelling. And my mother's family, the only thing they changed was first names because they couldn't pronounce the first name, so they just gave them American names. And that's what they usually did. They Americanized the names because they couldn't spell them. Work-related emergency. I'm back. Did I miss something? We're talking about family lineage, Alessio. like my father's mother, from Poland, and her name, her real first name was Jislava. They didn't know how to say it or spell it, and actually, it starts with a Z. Her original spelling of her name, but they couldn't, so they just called her Jessie. So she got stuck with Jessie for the rest of her life instead of her real name. When I'll show people that, and they'll go, "What the hell is that?" I go, "That's my grandmother's real name, Jislava." But when they come to the United States, just put down Jessie, because they couldn't spell it or say it. Same with my mother's mother. They couldn't say her real name or spell it, so they called her Nellie. So she got stuck with Nellie. One of the family's names that was changed when it came back from England that caused my aunt problems was Pigsley. Pigsley. Am I saying it right? Pigsley to Pitsley. Oh my goodness. You know what, Alessia? I'd have to go get out the family Bible. That's where I have the original spelling. It's long. But yeah, her real name was Jislava. I mean, I don't know how popular that name is in Poland. My grandmother was born and raised in Warsaw, so and like I said, when you try to do family history from that area or any of those areas that were occupied during the war, they burned everything. So, and everybody lied about everything so that they wouldn't get caught or hurt. Hey, Alexis, how are you? Send it to me. I will help you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to send you the spelling. How are you this morning, Alexis? Actually, there was one time where one of my uncles has a friend that's a priest, and he was taking a trip to Poland, and he said he would see what he could find. And the priest made it to Poland, made it to a church there in Warsaw, and he was asking one of the younger priests questions, and he was willing to help until an older priest showed up. And he asked what was going on, and the priest filled him in, and then he came back to my uncle's friend and said, "I'm sorry, we can't help you." They wouldn't tell him anything. So they have truth and information, but the church won't release it. So that's kind of scary. You're thinking, okay, what the hell is that? My family comes from Tuscany, and I have a painter and a saint in the family tree. Yeah. A saint, me? Okay. Ah, Saint Alessio. Nice. My auntie on my dad's side did their genealogy and discovered that my dad's family came from Corinth. It's amazing. It's amazing what you find. It really is. My mother-in-law had a friend that she started to do her. She found out she was related to famous pirates. So is that cool or what? Because when my mother-in-law was looking up some of her stuff, because she's part German, my mother-in-law, and she tried to find stuff, back in that time, and this was in the 80s and stuff. She couldn't get anything out of Germany. Nothing. So the most of the family genealogy that she did discover was all of my father-in-law's side of the family. I'm good air frying some potatoes here. Oh, nice. My great aunt's family name was changed their areas to Morris. Something happened a very long time ago, but lots of us still don't know, as the secrets were meant to be buried. I'd love to know what. Oh. We never really asked my father's mother any questions out of respect, because there was just things she didn't want to remember. I mean, you got to take into account that she was living in a time where, it was, you had to hide, and because of, the Nazi bullshit, and so it was scary. And those are things she never wanted to remember. So we never really asked much. I apparently still have family over there, but I've never heard from any of them. I don't even know who any of them are. My mother's side is Egyptian. Oh, cool. Well, see, on my father's side, I'm first generation American because my father wasn't born here either. My mother's side, I'm second generation. Because my grandparents and stuff, they were Lebanon, so and it's hard to get stuff out of Lebanon. So, Michelle, are you taking off already? Well, you have a great day too. I think it's pretty interesting. You never know what you're going to find. It might be stuff that you don't want to find. Because I always asked my grandmother, and I asked her one time if she ever wanted to go back home after all these years, and she said no, straight up no. So she didn't have really very good memories growing up in Poland. It goes back into the 1800s. Nice. It just popped into my head. My husband was related to William the Conqueror. There it is. I knew it would pop into my head sooner or later. So yeah, William the Conqueror, and so it's a direct line to the royal family. Comes with all the bells and whistles, but we'll never see it because my husband, he don't want nothing to do with any of it. My mother-in-law is from the Cleopatra line. We couldn't believe it when we found. That's too cool. That's so cool. Oh, I never know. Like I said, I don't know, if I looked it up now, I'd probably find some stuff. Oh God, her fathers, they were thrown out of Ireland for being cats. They had too many pints and had too many good times. Oh my God. They probably fit right in now. The Irish do love to have a good time. My aunt's father's side did our family history related to a president, traced back to powerful Irish landowners. Ooh. Hello, Lionheart. How are you? Never late. Never late. Don't worry. Oh, it's kind of funny because everybody in my husband's uh, father's side of the family were loaded. They were the family at one time owned, I believe they said, the whole of Rhode Island or something like that. And I'm thinking, well, what the hell happened to the money after that? Because we didn't get any of it. I said, it was the skipped us. Parish went back as early as 1600s in Baltimore. One of them drowned in a shipwreck in Chesapeake Bay. Oh no! But yeah, those every one of them back in the past, they all had money. We got screwed. I'm still here, just listening as I check my social media. Yeah, I don't want to check social media. It stinks. I get bitched at by people. Oh, you don't check this, you don't check that one, because I'm busy, guys. And right now I'm doing a little downtime because of the mom thing, and I just at this point I don't care. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Just like I play, Words with Friends. I play that and I get people, oh, where have you been? Well, you know what, man? I got a life. I don't sit around and play friggin' words with, wait for you guys to put a word and I got to hurry up and do it. I usually catch it just before the game expires. Of course, the two that raised me the most are two guys who think are trying to pick me up. And I was like, hello, I'm married. Told you that before. If you want to play the word game, I'll play the game. If you're going to be, trying looking for something else, go somewhere else. Not happening here. I did send you an email, Laura, when you get a chance. Oh, okay, I'll look. I usually stay current with the emails. Jason Hall's getting Conjuring House. It's a good thing. So is he officially getting that? See, I'm not even keeping up on that. I usually keep up on that and put it in the magazine for, what's going on in the community. Oh, damn Wi-Fi. Don't you hate that, Pop? So you have to get caught up with that too. Is he getting it? I don't know. I don't know. I still think that the town should take over the property and use it as a museum, to be honest. I think anybody else taking it over is just going to use it to exploit it and, to make a buck. I get it. It's business. But, yeah, I don't know. And I've never been there, but from everything that I've seen and kept track of, I don't think the house is haunted. I just don't. If there's anything haunting going on there, it's the property, not the home. He has to outbid others when it go. Oh, so it's going back to auction. Oh. See, it's been really quiet. The explosion was over and now it's been quiet, and so now back to auction. My grandfather of my mother's father walked the trail of truth. Oh, I know that is such a horrific story. I have looked up on that story. I'm telling you, boy, the Native Americans really got the shaft, Those poor people. Elton has to put it up for auction. Does not make sense to pay of the debt and not keep the house. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So apparently it's clear and free to go back to auction then. Now all of the legal crap that they were going through is done. Now he's putting it up for auction again. I figured that's what would happen. And then Jason will just have to outbid everybody else. I just hope it all turns out fine. I mean, I stayed out of it because all it was a lot of drama and trouble. And, I know that kind of shit sells on YouTube, but that's not the road I like to go down. I mean, I could have jumped on the bandwagon like everybody else. Oh, let's do all these, that's how all these people have all disappeared now that was doing the drama stories. Because they've made their dime off of it, and now it's time to move on. And it'll be starting up again. So Laura will be staying out of it again. I don't want to build an audience and a channel on that kind of shit. Unfortunately, that seems to sell. Sells the tickets, guys. I think the Historical Society should get the house new. I do too, Julie. That's what I think too. I think that's what it should. And that'll just end the problem right there. Put it down because it is a historical home. And, that's what they should use it for. But, that's not. Because not for nothing, it generates revenue for the area. It's a tourist attraction. I'm staying out of it. Two, I've got better things to do, like help my city. Yeah. And you don't need that stress either, Angelina. I'm taking your pre-advised advice, Laura. Yeah, that's right. Just stay out of it. I get it. You get passionate about something and then you get angry and then shit happens and then it just makes you look bad and then you don't feel good. Just stay out of it. Do your thing. Do investigations, explores, just do your stuff. Let all of them people deal with that garbage. Plus the zones changes, says house cannot be used as a business, etc. Oh. So then what the hell are they going to do with it? If they get it and they can't use it, I mean, that's pretty much what it'll be. It'll be a business to attract investigators. Wow, I wonder how they're going to work that one out. Oh, I guess we'll find out. I will promise. Okay, you promise. I understand the passion, I do, but it's when it gets to be where it's alienating you from a community of people that you interact with and it affects your passion for what you're doing, that's bad. It's just bad, just all the way around. I'm going on an investigation in 3 days. No REM pods, no phone apps, just camera and common sense. All right. Are you going to share? That's the way to rock and roll. Yeah, just hearing gyrating hips makes my back hurt. None of that for you, Sage. You need to be on muscle relaxers and sit back with a cup of tea. I went to York last weekend, stood at a bar. Someone grabbed me roughly above the elbow. There was no one there. Get out. Really? Oh, that's so cool. We know too well how damaging people on social media. They're terrible. And you voice your opinion, or not for nothing, or you get involved with somebody and you don't realize their intentions, and you're trusting them, and then they pull you into the shit, and then what do? Makes you look bad. They look bad. The whole thing is bad. My advice to anybody that notices that when this stuff is coming down, back off, stay out of it. That doesn't mean you can't be friends with the individuals. You just stay out of the garbage. Time and place for gyrating. That's a few far between these days. Yeah, you don't want to slip a hip or something. You're going to video it. I go by Castle on the 30th. Oh, I'm so jealous. You guys are all going to these places. See, everything around here that I would love to go to, you got to pay for. I don't have it in the budget. I try to get out and do most of the free stuff, but mobility issues. Last time I went out, I was having a rough time, but I'm still going to do it, even if my husband's got to drag me back to the truck. Golden fleece stopped me in my stride. Yeah, that's wild, Heather. That's totally wild. Yeah, once a year is about all I can do. It takes me a long time to recover, especially as I slipped a disc in 24 raving. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I start out good, but then I start walking around and I'm doing, and then like, uh-oh. So I start inching closer to the vehicle, so I don't have far to get there. And that's my bad because I don't bring a cane or nothing. I know, give it to me all at once, but because I just don't want to drag that thing along. It'll be a huge challenge, but you can do it, Julie. We have confidence in you. And of course, I don't have a setup like, Julie, you got the camera where you can put it on your chest and stuff like that. I probably should get something like that. I've got my hands are full, so I can't manipulate, a cane or something like that and run a camera and the recorder. And then the cane will give contamination because you'll hear the clink clink noise, and so I don't use it. And I put myself in trouble a lot of times. That's right. You know your capability. You can do it. We have faith. Bad to the bone. What are you doing here? She's here visiting, just like everybody else. When legs are concerned, it uses them or loses them, so people move. Yeah. Hey, Demon, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. I love to do a tour in York, but not with my hubby. Would rather take my son's hubby. Wouldn't stop talking. That's my husband. My husband will forget I'm filming, and then you hear the foul language. You say, "Hey, do you see F and this and that?" I'm like, "Hello." I got to start again now because of your potty mouth. That's right. She's supporting and hanging out. Let's see. Canes don't go clank clank. Mine has a bit of a clink to it, Julie. It's because it's not one solid piece. It's an adjustable, so it's loose. Mine's old, so it has like a little clinking noise to it. So yeah, it would totally be picked up. Hello, Betty. How are you? Oh, you slept in? Oh, wasn't that? It must have been wonderful. I wish I could sleep in. How are you doing today? And how's Demon doing today? I started my daisy painting. I think it's going to be pretty. Ooh. Remember to post it in my Discord so we can see. Share, share, share. There's a section in there for arts and crafts. Yeah, I know, Julia. I know. I need a new one. I don't want to use the old one. Oh my God. I thought about buying one of those pretty ones that were all like, blinged out or whatever. But I'm thinking, why? I'm not going to celebrate having to use this thing. So I use the old one. It's black. It blends in. Mine has rubber feet, so it doesn't make noise either. Yeah, it has a rubber thing on the foot on the bottom, but I just where it adjusts. You could hear just a slight metal clink noise when I use it. And yeah, I should get a new one. The button part is kind of worn out, so it has play in it. So you hear clink, clink, just a little clinking. Sending love and hugs to you, Miss Betty. Well, I had my mother-in-law's cane, which was a really nice one, but I gave it to my father. And then I have an old wooden cane that was my great uncle's, but I won't use that. I have that just, put up. Yes, black is slimming. See, No, I'm just stubborn and I don't use it. Because my husband will say, "Why did you bring it?" Because I didn't bring it. Because I'm stupid. That's why. If there was anywhere you could go, where would it be and why? I've always wanted to go to the UK, Janice, always. I'll never make it there because I'm a chicken ass and I won't get on a plane. I just, even if I wasn't even investigating, I just want to go there and just touch history, touch the buildings, experience it, and just, I don't know, meet some of my UK peeps. It would be great to go and explore with them. But the history alone is what I'm drawn to. I'm very drawn to the UK, but I'll never ever go there. I know I won't. So I have to live through all of you guys. That's why I say, please share your stories, because everybody would love to hear them and share your experiences. I mean, we have a lot of great things here that I can visit. Some of them you got to pay for, and like I said, it's not in the budget, so those I don't go to. I go to all the free things, and of course, I've stopped doing residential because I don't have the time to commit to residential stuff. Of course, we care, Betty. We are here for you. You don't like planes? Go with the boat. Yeah, I'm not doing the boat thing either because then all I could think of is, like the Poseidon Adventure. It's terrible. It's really terrible. And to be honest, I don't know if I get seasick. I grew up on lakes and rivers, so it's not the same motion. My luck, I'd probably get seasick and I'd be hanging over the edge the whole time. But probably not. Who the hell knows? I've been invited to over 50 flown. So fuck it. Why not? I have 2 pink canes, black and silver, bling, purple. And I have an adapter to put on for ice and snow. Nice. Come to the UK, collab with Beardo and the Ouija brothers. That would be so cool. And of course, on investigations like that, I get very technical, I want everything tested and checked. And, just so that we can rule out any kind of natural cause or contamination. I tried to go live again and YouTube changed it again. I uploaded a couple of shorts. So you should be able to, right? I mean, because you have the 50. So you should be able to. Well, hopefully you can. I have a friend that lives there and they like it. I have not been there personally. I've only been in the Western states. I have only been as far as Utah. Stay out of Utah. They might grab you and try to make you one of their wives. You'll love planes afterwards. Yeah, I pretty much, if you can knock me out long enough, because I was offered a free trip to England, all expense paid trip. It was with a friend that actually I met online, and I only known her a year, and she wanted to go and wanted me to go with her. And I said, "Oh God, that's too much of a gift." I mean, it was wonderful, but I couldn't accept that. That was just way too expensive. So I did have an opportunity. But then again, yeah, I told her you would have to knock me out cold to drag me on the plane. I've only been as far as Scotland. I'd like to go there too. Ireland. My niece just came back from Ireland. She is totally in love with it. She wants to move there now. So I said, well, more power to you. All right, I haven't chatted with them in a while. I should reach back out to them. My brother-in-law is from Wisconsin. And I've traveled across a few states. But I know whereabouts in Scotland. Yeah, whereabouts in Scotland. Northern France for me. Nice. Yeah, all these places, and I'll never be able to see any of them. But that's where I would go, to the UK, and just stay there for as long as I could to be able to, like I said, just to touch the buildings. You're touching a building that's, hundreds of years old and loaded with history. Shithole Glasgow docks work related. Oh boy. I've been to Australia a few times. What'd you think of it, Pinky? Australia scares me. Everything that's there is deadly. It scares the hell out of me. Mrs. P, good morning. I see all this stuff. I'm thinking, I'm not going there. I mean, just the huntsman spiders alone. I'm thinking, If I walked into my house and I found one of those, I would just leave. I'd leave the house. That's it. I'd never go back. Yeah, there's worse places to live than England for sure. Oh, yeah. Australia is a beautiful place. I've seen so much of it. There is a lot of beauty there, but for one, it's too hot. And like I said, I'd be afraid to. My daughter went to Australia when she was 2. Oh, when she was 12. Here, I'm making up stuff. I'd love to go where Pinky is. My God, the pictures I've seen, beautiful. I would love to go to Australia, New Zealand, and America. We have such beautiful places here in America. We really do. It never ceases to amaze me how beautiful our planet is. Australia doesn't scare me that much. We have pokey, stingy, bitey things here too. Rattlers, scorpions, black widows. Yeah. Bleh. I mean, we have that stuff here too, but they don't come in the house. They're, deep in the woods. So I don't, if I don't see it, I'm good. I want to go to New Zealand, Australia someday, and England and Scotland. Japan. Oh, I know Japan would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, you need to start traveling now. With my curls, everything gets caught in there. If I lived in, see, I would spend the rest of my life screaming. Yeah. Oh, all the animals are on crack. Yeah. Jeez, I would love to go anywhere. I know poor Julie, I should just drive back and forth to the doctors. That's just freaking vacation in itself. Hours on the road just to be called up and told turn back around. I didn't even have to do it. I'm still pissed off about that one. That's just bull. I would love to see the Grand Canyon. It's just a big hole. Excuse me. Oh my God, I'm choking it. There we go. No, the Grand Canyon is very nice. And of course, I would love to go down in there just to look, checking for fossils and stuff like that. The stuff you'd find in there would probably be really cool. I think the hag still. Oh man, the hag strikes again. Safari in Africa would be my dream vacation. I'll watch that on television. I just have this every time I see that when people are driving through, on a safari and you get all these wild animals that could just eat you for a snack. That kind of gets me on edge. I'd love to go to Canada. Canada's beautiful. Very clean. Very pleasant people too. It's very nice. I probably wouldn't be allowed to US, but I'd love to go. You could go. Why you have a warrant for your arrest in the US? They let everybody in, Marie. Don't worry about it. Nah, it's just a big hole. Yeah, that's all it is, a big hole in the ground. I used to have reoccurring nightmares about the Grand Canyon. Well, then you stay away from the Grand Canyon. No, it's cool. There's a lot of people that I know that have gone there and say, "Yep, it's nice. It's a big hole, but it's nice. Okay, now let's go." So it's I'm sure it's probably a lot grander than that, but not getting off your lawn. I had to streak this morning. I needed the cool breeze. Good morning, Leanne. How are you? I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube that comes out of Vietnam. What beautiful country. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I feel so bad because the people are still so poor, but It's just very, very beautiful. Criminal record for cannabis growing law. Oh, honey, it's legal here. People walk around smoking all that stuff. It's legal here. Nobody cares no more, which totally blows my mind. And we have billboards out here advertising this stuff. So people are growing it on their porches. So all's good. All's good. Hang on. I'm getting north and south mixed up, I think. Well, you don't want to go north. Yeah. Stay away from the north. What's Miss Leanne up to today? I have a friend that lives part-time in Vietnam and Thailand. It's gorgeous. I know. I've seen, like I said, I see the videos. I'm thinking, oh my God, look at the scenery. It is so beautiful. All's good on the West Coast. Nice. I swear I'm going to stop going to the doctor's tooth. So we just drive, take my cat, sleep with the car, and just, yeah, I know. Get yourself a van and just live in their parking lot. Jeepers. If time travel was possible, which year would you go back to? Good question. Now, if I was able to bring the income that I have now back to the 1800s, around that era, I would do sometime in the 1800s. Just because I find it fascinating. I mean, I don't like the way the women had to dress. Good Lord, you had to wrap yourself up, with all that heavy clothes and shit, but we'd be loaded. For once. It'd be nice to say, hey, I'm loaded, but unfortunately here in this time, nothing. How are you? I'm a little tired today, Leanne. I just it started off good, but I'm going south. I'm trying to think about it. But how are you? I think because of what's coming up this weekend, and my father already asked to go to the cemetery to put flowers in, and it's so we'll end up doing that, bringing Mom some flowers. I still have the bouquet that somebody sent us. They have to be the Japanese lilies because the smell is similar. I had Japanese lilies out in front of my house, and the smell is so gorgeous. And these are the same thing in this bouquet. And I have them in the studio, and my whole studio smells like the lilies. Very nice smell. Hello, James. How are you? Marijuana not legal in Kansas. Oh, here in New York, you can walk down the street smoking it. They don't care. If that's your thing, fine. It's fine. I hate it when I go into a store and the whole place reeks of it. That's a big turnoff for me. If you're going to do that, do it at home, in your space. In a business, I don't think it should be allowed because a lot of the workers, when they take their breaks, they'll go out and smoke and then come back in. And then you get customers that smoke it all day and they come in. And there's one store that we have here. It's called the Dollar General. And I stopped going there because it reeks. It just reeks. And I think it turns me right off. I'm ready to go to bed. Go to bed, Julie. Oh, wait, you can't. You got to booby trap that cup, Sage. The Hag booby trap. We got to come up with one of those. 1979, I'd smack my younger self and give me a good talking to. Now, if we're thinking of that route, then I think I would go back to, the early 80s and start building up a savings fund so that I could buy the house that I want up north. Didn't think about it back then, and now, I can't even touch anything up there. As someone that smokes a lot, Just do it at home or so edibles. So if you feel inclined to get ripped in public, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't do it at home. It's fine. Do it, you're out in your car, fine. But when you're at work and you got to deal with the public, some people don't like the smell. Some people don't like it. So be respectful in a business. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a shit if somebody's smoking it or, you're using it for medicinal purposes or whatever you're using it for. It's just bad when you go into a store and the whole place just reeks. You could smell it outside the store. That's just too much. Well, thank you, Julie, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Let's give Julie a little thank you and a yeehaw. If you're not awake, you will be. Yeah! Thank you so much, darling. I appreciate that. Now you got access to the link for the magazine. You get to see Phil as the centerfold. He seen it for the first time yesterday, Pinky. He died laughing. I says, yeah, you didn't know you were so hot, did you? Laura, you have no super stickers available, only super chat. Oh, I don't know. I have to look. I don't. I'll have to check that out. Love my Mary Jane. Helps my anxiety. My sister uses it for that. Angelina, her anxiety, because my sister's got bad anxiety. And like I was saying, I don't see where there's a problem. But, I get you don't go to the store stinking of it, You guys are really, really quiet. Is it quiet? Oh, we need to make it louder. That's the point I'm just getting at. You're fine. You're going to do your thing. That's fine. But now when we were going to the hospital and stuff to visit my mother and people were getting an elevator, and oh my God, this one guy, very well-groomed guy, young guy, reeked of it. It was horrible. I couldn't wait to get out of the elevator. I'm thinking, man, use some discretion. Shit. I feel the same about people who wear a lot of cologne. Oh, I can't take that either. When they take a bath in cologne, I start choking and getting a headache. And when I used to shop at Walmart, this was every week. I knew this one guy, and he was Italian, very well-groomed elderly man. I mean, best of the best. Top dollar, tube, everything. You could smell him 5 aisles away. That's how much cologne this guy wore. And I always had to make sure I went in the opposite direction because instant headache. I would get sick and have to leave the store. Priority 1 message coming in on secured channel. Why, thank you, Miss Angelina. We're going to give her a little yeehaw for her support. Yeah! Pomp, I see what you put. I'm working my way through, Pomp. Eventually, everybody will get a chance to be a centerfold. Actually, it's time to have a lady centerfold. We haven't had one in a while. But Phil was getting a little cheeky about peacock feathers, and we couldn't help ourselves. So Pinky come up with an awesome photographs, and we had to put that one in there. I wish it was legal in Kansas. I would try to get it for pain. Yeah, that's what my sister uses it for: anxiety, pain, stuff like that. Now, the pen thing that my son gave me to try and help with my pain, it makes me choke. So I'm like, ugh, all right. So I can't use that thing. I just choke. But then there's other ones that my sister uses, which are not as harsh. I told her, so we'll try to get me one of those. I got to wait because I think they're like $45. I said that I could probably get away with. And I don't know. Well, I haven't had it enough to see if it does anything for me, but. I'm willing to try anything. I mean, my God, it's just, at that point, hello, Mr. P. You're not late. Did you guys go shopping yet? I could use a few things. A lot of people here cake on perfume. Oh, it jumped on me. It jumped on me. Thanks, crap. Just get exercise. Yeah, if you got to use that much perfume, maybe you should take a shower. I'm just saying. Yeah, yeah, I think that bothers me, Heather. I've done a naked calendar. Ooh, pomp, showing his pomp. My cardiologist even suggested Mary Jane. I had no issues with that. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, not for nothing. If it helps keep you, calm, chomp on those edibles. I haven't tried them yet. I haven't even opened them yet. I think it's a fear of, I don't know, allergic reaction. That's pretty much what I'm afraid of. Even though I guess there's no known history of allergy to those type of things, the history that I have with stuff, that's part of the fear. I did the shopping today. Mrs. is at work. Oh, so she's sneaking at work, hanging out with us. We won't tell. What'd you get? Anything good? I don't know. I want something good today, but I don't know what. It's good for anxiety, insomnia, and relaxation. I don't know what the hell my sister uses. It's a little vape. It tastes good. Mango and something else. It was good. So it doesn't even have a foul taste. But so I said, well, how much are those? Oh, they're $45. I'm thinking, well, I gotta wait on that one. I don't have $45 for that. Yeah, it's my favorite too, Angelina. And not for nothing, guys. I mean, I'm sorry. Doesn't it just blow your mind though that this is something that you could use out in the open nowadays? Like I said, one time we were driving down one of the highways here and there was a billboard. I'm thinking, really? Who would have thought? And then a good question is, because my husband said this question, what about all the people that are in jail for using or distributing marijuana before this became legal? Did they let them out now because it's legal here? I don't know. So you guys are all well versed in this stuff. I don't know shit about any of it. Macaroon blonde pollen, yummy. Oh my god. Canton, England. So is it legal in England? Are you limited on what you can use in England? Laura, if you come to the location, Laura, if you come to the UK with location, would you like to investigate? What would I like to investigate? Yeah, see, that's hard because there's so many to pick from. Nope, there was no grandfather clause. Oh, okay, so they still got to do time. That stinks. God, it's hard just to pick one because there's so many. Which is so sad. Some people got life sentences for marriage. Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. That's just not right. I mean, if it's legal, man, let them out. That's less the taxpayers have to deal with. People in some states have been released if it's their only offense. Oh, okay. It's illegal unless medical or oh, okay. I'm legally medicated in the UK pump. I get 80 grams a month plus cards and gummies. Okay, so like you see, because we had that here too. You had to have medical status to get it before they legalized it. So you had to purchase a medical card because my sister had that. And here's the kick in the face. She purchased the card, and I think it was like a week or two later then they legalized it. So she just pissed off $50 for nothing. High class drugs, pot, but no one cares. If you get medical stuff in the UK, but non-recreational use. Oh, okay. So, all right. So you guys are still going like we were going before. Just, yeah, it had to be a medical and you had to have the card. But here now, we have so many smoke shops around here. Previous Oregon governor pardoned all the marijuana convictions after it was legalized here. I mean, I think that's only fair. Weed is illegal, but if you're the right people, yeah, I know, really. That's the truth. People would probably murder me if I took a stimulant. I'm annoying now. I would be super annoying. You can get more with medical card in the USA, like by twice as much. Oh, okay. See, I never asked my sister. She's still got it. Hey, Roger, how's it going? It's a plant, not cocaine or crack. I would get that they would want to regulate it, but come on. You could get absolutely smashed from nutmeg. Oh, yeah, and all kinds of other stuff. And I just think that's fair. I mean, if it's legalized now, and these people went to jail for that, let them out. Because it's just BS. They're doing time because of that. But then you got people now just walking down the street with it in their hands, sitting on their front porches, smoking it like a cigarette. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I don't know about the weeds stuff. Does it have calories? I don't. Good question. Yeah, it does have calories. You could buy up to 2 ounces a day now in mass. Oh, all right. See, I have no clue about here. I have no clue. Now the pen thing that my son gave me, that it was $80. And it comes with 2 flavored cartridge things and whatever. And yeah, it makes me choke. I choke like crazy. So I said, I can't use that thing. Hey, Mr. Wayne, how's it going? You've been lurking. Ooh. He's gathering all the info to use against us. Did you find anything good? Magic mushrooms back in the day. Yeah, no, I don't know about that either. Actually, my neighbor, I think, used to do that stuff because he suffers from depression and other stuff. So they recommended him to do mushrooms or something. I don't know. I'm like, okay, good. I don't know anything about it, but all right. It's legal with the medical clinic in the UK. It's illegal if you smoke it. It has to be vaped or ingested. Oh, okay. See, it's amazing the different rules. My friend, her sister, terminal cancer, trained with a bag full of the stuff, and there was a dog. She freaked out. She didn't want to get caught. She's 67. Well, I mean, yeah, but that was the thing here too. Also, if you had terminal cancer, you were allowed to have it. It helps with the pain. But see, it's all changed up now. It's legal. I mean, you have to go, and of course, the places that have to have a special license. So, because you couldn't get in trouble if you don't have a license to distribute it legally through the federal government, then you can go to jail for that. So there is a lot of things that they have to follow to be able to sell it to the public. Magic mushrooms are not illegal to pick, but illegal to dry or eat. So I'm saying that I don't know. And I've never had them, so I don't know, but sometimes the rules are just ridiculous. People have been doing this stuff for years, and they're fine. Oh, I don't know. And I never thought that, marijuana was a big deal. I mean, you never hear, oh, man slaughter his entire town because he was high on marijuana. You never, I mean, that's never there. Now, crackheads, yeah, but that's some horrible stuff. I've seen some pretty scary videos with people on that stuff. Oh my God. And anybody watching those videos has to be saying, why would you even touch that stuff? But people do. They're crazy. Weed shops have become popular places to rob here because it is still illegal federally. But they can't use banks for their money. Oh. Shrooms are double-edged. They can help you, but they can also mess you up even more. Really? Okay. What are the effects when you take something like that? Does it make you hallucinate, or is it just calm you down? I mean, I don't know what the effects are. I've never even looked it up, so I don't know. Hey, Justin. Oh my God. Oh, I feel so honored. Justin's here. How are you doing, sir? Uh, 5K to get a license in the UK to grow. Wow. But there's strict rules. They're hoping to get the German model. We can grow 3 plants per person. Oh. Gotta go. Have a great day. You have a great day too, Angelina. Thanks again for becoming a member. Recent reports show that the medical cannabis isn't the wonder drug people expect it to be. Oh, okay. Pot was made legal in the early 1900s because liquor companies couldn't compete and had a strong lobby. Good. Now work is all done for the day. Good for you. Kick back and enjoy your weekend. Enjoyed the show the other night. I was there, was lurking. Just so you know. You guys lucked out. I'm telling you, boy, where you got to go. Oh, I'm sure it was a blast. Yeah, I saw myself in the mirror and realized, that's where you are. Yeah. Wayne lost himself this morning. I try not to look in the mirror first thing in the morning. I don't want to say, oh, shit, what is that? You get the crap scared out of me. CBD has sure changed the amount of sleep I get in a good way. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that from my own doctor. Some people it works great for, others nothing. So I guess it just depends on who you are. I'm not a zombie on painkillers, and I could be awake and alert. The doctor personally has seen the difference. Yeah, see, it affects everybody differently. Yeah, I was lurking away. It was a good show. I wouldn't say shrooms make you hallucinate. They rewire your brain. Things might move or shift color, but most effective are psychological. Okay. It was nuts. Generally one of the craziest weekends I've ever had. It sounded like it, but like I'm saying, lucky you had that opportunity. And boy, I hope you enjoyed it to the hilt. And actually, we can't wait till you are able to release any footage or whatever you have for that adventure. It works, but it claims to help prevent cancer or works against depression have been debunked. Oh. Wayne turns the mirror around so you can see the back of his head. Oh my God. You see the numbers back there, Wayne? The only beef I have with Justin's show is the carrot dangling. Stop doing that, guys. Oh, we got this, but we can't tell you. So yeah, just leave us hanging there. Because who else I bitched at too about that? Oh, Joe Vitale, oh, we did this, but I can't tell you. But stop dangling the carrot. Uh, all depends on the person. Like, yeah, it does. Are you leaving us, Marie? If you are, thank you for popping in. Thanks for the information. And you have a wonderful weekend too. And thank you for the Mother's Day wishes. Same to you. I can't believe it's here already. Mother's Day already. Well, and it'll be the first official Mother's Day without my mom. So it's going to be a rough one. But we're still going to go up and bring her flowers. You have to stand on your head, and then you'll have hair and be clean shaven. Oh, see, you got to use gravity. That's must be the niche. Yeah, I've got another stream. Oh, okay. See, she's leaving us for someone else. I'm so heartbroken. So, hey, you got to do what you got to do. I get it. I was reading, I got heard of it prevents cancer. Who would believe that? It helps with the pain. Yes, I believe it helps with the depression, though. Yeah, I've never heard of any cures of cancer, but yeah, it helps with the depression. Yeah, and the pain. That's usually what they give it to you to help regulate your pain. Yeah, one day I'll release footage of our meal with the A-list celebs. See, he's dangling the carrot again. I'm glad I got videoed because I wouldn't have believed it myself. Well, we look forward to it. Hugs to you too, Marie. No, I always break everybody's balls when they say, "Well, we got but I can't show you or I can't tell you." But yeah, just dangle that carrot. That's all right. That's all right. You're gonna try that, Mr. P, standing on your head. We got to see that. You gonna video it? Justin the megastar. Yeah, we all say, well, we knew Justin, way back when. Yeah, I know. Chili fucking carrot. I will just say they're American, so you'll know them. Oh, okay. Well, it looked like a beautiful place, and you're just such a lucky duck to have a chance to be there and experience it. So cool. That's what I really love when people actually have the access to something that nobody else does or nobody has done, and then you have the chance to go. I just think that's cool. I mean, because all the normal haunts, everybody's been to, and I know everybody's gonna have a different experience, but I'd like to see people freshen it up a bit. People that believe that it helps with cancer. I remember reading about it. Tests where they saw that THC attacks cancerous cells. Sadly, doesn't work outside of the lab. Oh, interesting. I'm wondering if they're continuing study though. If it did attack the cells in the laboratory, are they working on ways of making it work outside of the laboratory? So they would actually give it, well, you know how cancer is population control. My niece worked at the Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. She met Tom, but she had to sign an NDA to be on the set. Yeah, they like to silence people. Americans, that narrows it down. Yeah, I'd say he narrowed it down to Americans. So it's being a tease. That's very true. But being careful for the time being, we were dealing with one powerful family. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You don't want to get in trouble. So when you've got it cleaned up and okay, then then he can share with us. My problem with Monkey Mad podcast is that it's only lasts 1 hour. We need more time, Justin, more than 1 hour for roasting, that is. Well, see, he's good. He sticks to a schedule. He sticks to the plan. He doesn't run over. And see, that's what it is. He can get in and do his thing and get out before everybody gets him. So you got to get your pokes in while he's on. Yeah, we need more than 1 hour. Some stories are too big for one. Yeah, that because there has been a few that I've watched, and they just kind of like he ends it, and you're like, oh wait, we want to hear more. But no, he's good. He sticks to his schedule. It's nice to be. I try to stick. I try not to go over the 2 hour mark. Swamped with work, but I had to stop in for the thumbs up and wish everyone. Thank you, Big Stu. Don't work too hard. Enjoy your weekend. And thanks for smacking that like button. I need all the likes I can get. It wasn't Jeffrey Epstein. No, thank you, Jesus. It wasn't Epstein. If it was, I don't think you would have stayed around. Anybody that gets in with him, boy, they're up shit creek. We can hardly wrap our heads around sex with a reptile alien, let alone ask questions. Oh. This is how I got. Okay, how the hell do you pronounce that? Worston Brody's for breakfast tomorrow. I have no clue what that is, Mr. B. Powerful American families, Bush, Clinton, the Kennedys. Yes, stay away from the Clintons. The Kennedys are cursed, so don't get in with them. He's dead, so you would have had popular paranormal experience if you met him. Mr. Prism, nice. Getting my stuff now to go to the bus stop. Well, hopefully your bus is early so that you can get home quicker. Everyone press 1 for more than an hour. Uh-oh, Justin, you're in trouble. Stop bullying me. Oh my God. Okay. Worston Bro ties. Is that right? No? Yes? That's terrible. Worsting. I'm going to have to hear you say it. Broties. I know it's probably a total butcher job. So is it like a sausage? I'm guessing. One, I think Monkey Man has it in him. Yeah, they think you have it, Justin. You could do it. Even if it's an hour and 15. Tea, yes. Okay. Worston Bro teas. You were so close. Okay. I'm good with close. Now that we know how to say it, what the hell is it? Yeah, Dutch sausage rolls. Okay. A Pansy Paranormal Jumper Tea Party. Oh, God. Poor Justin and his jumpers. I like Justin's jumpers. Even an extra 30 minutes will be good. Well, maybe he'll grace us someday with that extra 30 minutes. He'll give us a break, let it go over a little bit. Depends on his mood. Stop breaking his balls about his sweaters. Love a man that's not afraid to wear a good jumper. You know what I mean? They get cold too. I think I went over by 20 minutes yesterday. I nearly fainted. I shoddy time fever. That's it. He's broke the rule. But how could you stop? You know what I mean? It was, you get so excited about something, you want to keep going. I've done that, when I've had a show and we're really into a really good conversation and I'm like, oh crap, I got to end it. I could say so much. Julie's being fresh this morning. Brewed equals bread. Brewed G equals bun, roll sandwich. Oh, we're getting a little education here. I would settle for 15 minutes more. Longer is better. Woo, we got some freshies in here this morning. Justin, once you get talking with guests, it's all good. It is difficult because, oh my goodness, my dirty mind. Stay away from Julie. She's frisky this morning. Careful, we don't want to have to get the hose. Trust me. With some guests, an hour can be. Oh yeah, I've been there. You're thinking, oh, you just keep looking at the clock, please. We have to convince Bristol to shift their time back by an hour to give Justin more time. He's just being polite. Yeah. See, that's another thing is you don't want to run over too far because then somebody else is following up. So we try to keep a polite schedule with or without brown sauce. No brown sauce. It probably damages the flavor. Oh, Pop saying with. Julie, I'll wash your mind out with soap and water. So say we might have to get the hose. I'm sure Justice Jumpers are time traveling. Poor Justin's never going to live it down. Just accept it, man. Just embrace it. How do you think he gets such great information, man? That the jumpers come back, tell him what's going on. Yeah, I try to stay on Justin's channel as long as possible. My problem is I always have to remember what day it is. So I'm thinking, okay, who's on at what time so that I don't run over. Is it really Friday? I get a weekend tomorrow. Yes, Sage. Yes, it is Friday. It's Friday at quitting time. Shut the computer off. Will they fall for that one? You could try. And my husband left this morning. I said, well, it's Friday. Just look at it that way. But it's nice out so far. So that's a bonus. He's demoing a building today. So yeah, see, I love the jumpers too. They look so comfortable. Trouble is the weekend's never long enough. That's the problem. I say that we vote that weekends should be 3 days long. So even if you include Friday, you still get paid for Friday, but you don't have to go to work. But nobody ever goes for that, so. I'm working all weekend. Oh, I never worked on weekends. I don't know where I worked. It says, I'm sorry, I don't work weekends or major holidays. Deal with it. I really do need to do some late night live streams chats to make things easier for Australians. It's in New Zealand. Yeah, that's what it is. I try to chat. Like when I have somebody on from the UK, I always go on earlier because I feel bad. I don't want people staying up till 2:00 in the morning, for an interview when they're probably thinking, I want to go to bed. So I've got a wedding in Cornwall to look forward to next weekend, though. Oh, nice. Family member getting married, Pomp? Make the most of your time. Nobody likes a weekend. Yeah, that's true. All right. Waiting in the bus now. Let the weekend begin. That's right. Start doing that. Yeah. The weekend dance. But don't do too much because they might not pick you up because they might think you're crazy. So just do a little Friday wiggle wiggle. You don't want the bus driver saying, oh, I ain't picking that one up. Look what she's doing. Jumper tax. Oh, God. Thank you, Leanne. We got to yeehaw the jumper tags. That's so funny. And you know what? I'm going to do the Monkey Man one. In honor of Justin, we gave you the rock and roll monkey. I work security, so we work whenever we are on schedule. It's the weekend or holiday, it doesn't matter. Yeah, no matter where I work, I told them I refuse. And they look at me, I said, well, it's just the way it goes. So either you hire me for my skill and, or, you find somebody else. Back then, I was cooking dinner for a ton of people. Last thing I wanted to do was work on that day. And then I had to go home and cook a holiday meal. That doesn't happen. And then I never asked. I always told. It used to blow people's minds. This is what you say? I go, yeah, I tell the employer, oh, I'm taking this off. I'm going on vacation. And they would just look at me and go, oh, okay. You ask, it gives them an opportunity to say no. When you tell, they got to deal with it. That's how I look. If I've taken an edible, it's like, well, I'm glad I could share that across the channel. Justin on edibles. That's what I should put on there. Put a little disclaimer on the bottom. With the right bus driver, she could get a private ride home. Oh. Do you do the monkey dance? Oh, my God. If he does, he's got to show it. We got to see it. Got to do it. I found it always easier to ask forgiveness than ask permission. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's what I used to tell my son. I says, because the holidays, my son used to work in a kitchen when he was in high school. And I said, you just tell him, no, I can't work Christmas. Oh, why can't you? Because my mother said no. I said, no, they really get nasty. We just say it's against the religion. That's all. I said, that always works. As a nurse, I always worked hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you're in those professions. They need you, but where I worked, I worked in dental laboratories. So it's, you either give me the day off or I'm just going to call in sick. Some people didn't have a problem with that, but I'm thinking, you go home and you got to cook dinner for like 20 people for a holiday. And I'm going to do that after I worked a full 8 hours. After that, I'm not cooking shit. You're going to get frozen dinner. So I would tell them, nope, no holidays. And I don't work weekends. My weekends were dedicated to my family, not to the job. They have to come up with a really good reason for me to work on the weekends, and they better pay me more. Yeah, exactly. Well, weekends is considered time and a half here. So they have to pay extra. Unfortunately, yeah, in the nursing medical field, you had no choice. You were on schedule. You had to work, and sometimes you worked a double. My sister-in-law went through that. Oh, I've heard cooking shit isn't tasty. No, it doesn't smell good either. From what I hear. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, it's at that 2-hour mark, and you know what that means? That means it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for everybody for showing up. I really appreciate it. Please, if you're not subscribed to anybody here in the chat, go check them all out. If you're not subscribed to Justin, I just don't know what's wrong with you, because he's a great show, great guests. And we always look forward to what he's got coming up next. I hope everybody has, strawberry candy. Sure. I had to work Saturday manning customer service. Yeah, retail sucks. My sister always gets stuck working because she works in retail. But Julie, have a safe trip to the doctors. Hope everything works to your benefit. And I hope you guys have a great Friday, a great weekend. I'll probably be on at some point. We'll see. Get some. I'm gonna try. I'm not feeling so hot, so I'm gonna go see. Maybe if I eat something, I'll feel a little better, and then lay down for a little bit. But I will be around town, and I want to see all of you there. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Become a member. You know, what the heck? Why not? Check out the merch. Thanks for the show. Catch you next time. Have a great day. You too. Everybody have a great weekend. What's the next miniature world? Well, yeah, you didn't catch the surprise one yesterday. I'm working on that Magic Bookshop. Very disappointed in it, but I'm still going to keep putting it together and share it with you guys. So most likely Sunday, there will be a show, so you can see how far I've gotten with it. Sage, if you didn't get a chance to look, go check it out. Your little tree house is done. That was so adorable to put together. But until then, guys, have a great Friday, a great weekend, and I will see you out there.